What up, everybody? Just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's supported Lockdown Universe for the past 3 years. I really appreciate you. And if you've been thinking about a way to support, but you didn't have $1.99 to support for each month, that is okay. If you want to just buy me a coffee, there's an option for you to just buy me a coffee inside the description of each episode moving forward. So just highlight that, put it in your browser. You can go right there and buy me a coffee or two or three. I like coffee. Who doesn't? And I would really appreciate it. And it would keep me awake enough to make more podcasts for you guys. So I would appreciate that. And just wanted to let you know. Thanks for that. And thanks for supporting the podcast. Let's get to the show. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, welcome back. Happy to be back. Hopefully you guys are doing excellent and taking care of yourselves. Today I've got a really interesting one. It comes to us from the hitc.com. And the story came out about 4 days ago about a warning about Bigfoots in the area of Taos County, New Mexico. The actual Taos County Sheriff's Department put forth this warning on their website, on their Facebook page, I should say. Okay, so let me just make sure I got my pictures correct. But yeah, so that's really interesting. I'm like, wait a minute, are they being serious? Let me go check this out. Now, my first question is this real or is it a hoax? Most people are saying it's a hoax. There's a couple reasons why, but we'll get into that. My question would be, if it is a hoax, this warning, and we'll get into the details. There's actually details in this warning. If it is a hoax, why would the Sheriff's Department think that it would be funny to put it out right before the 4th of July holiday? They say, have a happy and safe and funny 4th of July. But what's funny about Bigfoot? So it just makes you wonder why and who put this out. But let's see what's going on here. So according to this article, if you're currently camping in Taos County, New Mexico, keep your eyes and ears peeled for predators, according to the sheriff's office. Not just for bears and coyotes, but we're also talking about Bigfoot. Yes, of course, we all know who Bigfoot is. Sasquatch, Yeti, so on and so forth. According to the sheriff's office, Bigfoots are allegedly frequenting the area, and authorities have issued safety tips on how to react in the event of a sighting. A sighting as a joke? I don't get that. So I don't know if they're saying it was a joke or whatever. But anyway, here's the warning. So on Friday, July 14th, a news report by a local New Mexico outlet addressed a Bigfoot warning, and it caused some stirs on Twitter. The alleged sheriff's warning reads, "Attention campers. Due to the increased flow in the Kern River, the Bigfoots are coming down from the high country to feed on fish and vegetation at the river's edge. Do not be alarmed if you have an encounter," it says. "Remain calm and follow these simple steps to stay safe. Do not run from Bigfoot. Do not chase Bigfoot. Do not yell at Bigfoot. Do not feed Bigfoot. Do go about your business. The most intriguing instruction is do take pictures, because you can't let the rare moment pass without evidence. The warning also assures that the creature will not enter an occupied camp and will not harm you." That one, you gotta wonder if they're being serious or not, because how could they possibly know that? Campers are advised to report sightings to the nearest ranger station and keep note of the location, time, and direction the creature is heading. The most recent encounters are between Fairview Campground and Johnson Sail Bridge. Now, both of these locations are in California. However, this notification was put up by the Taos, New Mexico Sheriff's Office. So it makes you wonder, right? A lot of questions, not enough answers. So let's look further. The original warning was posted on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page on July 1, alongside several other Bigfoot-related photos, including a silhouette of Bigfoot, calling him the undefeated hide-and-seek champion of the world. They also have a hat from the U.S. Forest Service and a couple other pictures. Now, the warning poster was reportedly fake back when they did this in 2018 in California. There was a similar hoax. It was in July 2018. The recent warning, though, includes a logo of the U.S. Forest Service, Department of Sasquatch, meaning it was not directly written by the Taos County Sheriff's Office. The U.S. Forest Service has denied the legitimacy of the warning, stating that the agency has not confirmed the existence of Bigfoot creatures. We believe this was done as a humorous gag. If and when a Sasquatch is sighted by officials on National Forest System lands, we'll be sure to use an official Forest Service letterhead. The U.S. government has never confirmed the existence of Bigfoot. However, they did test hair that was retrieved from a supposed Bigfoot sighting, and they tested that hair, and I believe it came back terrestrial. That, basically it had come back as some form of animal that is known on Earth. It would have been cool if it came back as not known, but that doesn't mean it's not a Bigfoot sample of hair, because Bigfoot could be terrestrially originated from Earth, right? And that's definitely possible. The other part of this is that they stated that the Kern River was in that article, that notice, and that is actually located in California. So it makes you wonder, right? Nonetheless, this goes to show you that this is similar to the hoax. I don't know if you want to call it a hoax, but it was kind of like a hoax press conference that was done by Fife Symington back in the Phoenix Lights during 1997 when he brought out an alien, or a human with an alien head, I should say, out in the press conference and stating that this is the culprit. Now, here's the thing, right? It's kind of like, I would almost say it's wannabe soft disclosure, but it's not. It's just making fun of people that have had real experiences and just trying to make people feel safe and comfortable. It's kind of like the doctor saying everything's going to be all right before you go into surgery, or, a loved one saying everything's going to be okay as you're dying. They know that these things are out there. They know that these things exist, but they're not going to come out and say, hey, be careful. There's real danger out here. Don't have fun. They're trying to make light of it and trying to allow folks to enjoy their 4th of July weekend. I don't know why they would pick the Bigfoot in New Mexico. I haven't heard a lot of stories about Bigfoot in New Mexico. Most of them have been up in the Washington State and Oregon State area, and then also down in Florida, where the skunk ape is typically located. There are some that are around the U.S., of course, but those are the big containment areas. Now, when it comes to Bigfoot, there have been other warnings from other agencies as well. I did a podcast on that. It was from, I believe it was Washington State National Guard. They had a warning out about it. So, it's silly, funny, but I think it's important to bring these instances up because they pop up a lot, and it makes it kind of difficult when we're trying to examine real instances and real occurrences, and we rely on our government, public officials, and public servants to protect us and give us accurate depictions of what's going on in the real world. And to, make a joke of it just makes it seem disingenuous and leads to less believability when it comes to our government officials. Not just police, not just governors like Fife, but other individuals too. So they're damaging not only their own communities, but they're damaging other public officials' credibility. I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm going to come back with a legitimate article and story, and we'll see what happens on that one. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great time, taking care of yourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally. following through on your hobbies and your goals and your dreams, and as always, continue to question the universe around you. And question these articles as they come out. Now, wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting if there was a twist where this was legit and the mass media twisted it to not be legit? What if the mass media put in that Kern River and, the other false flags in there? And this was actually a legit warning, and then the Taos Police Department was told to take it down or to make it funny. Or the government took over the article to make it funny, as opposed to being serious. Wouldn't that be a twist? And they were all told to be quiet about it. Something to think about. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. And as always, Lockdown Universe is out.